Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Silent Hill Origins. Last time we rescued Alessa from the burning Gillespie house, and then we turned up in Silent Hill, and we're now in Alchemy LHospital trying to figure out what happened to Alessa. So real quick, I'm gonna go back in the bathroom here, and what is this? Having trouble with your anatomy class? Find that getting them out is much easier than putting them back in? Just remember this easy mnemonic. Inside Stevie, little Henry lurks. I never knew that was there. That's a hint for a puzzle coming up. The reason we're gathering all of these plastic organs. So intestine, stomach, liver, heart, lungs. INSTLIHELU. That's what that mnemonic is for. And also we came back in the bathroom so we could just enter the other world real quick because we forgot the organ in the toilet. We did a half Sunderland to get there. But now, we're going to use that staff lounge key that we picked up last time. Oh, I love all of Silent Hill's Dutch angles. Always so effective. As you know, the renovations to the upper floors have run into problems. The plumbing leak and substandard materials used have forced us to close off the third floor until further notice. We are reminded of the familiar adage, you get what you pay for. We now face 6 more months of work, reducing our capacity for the coming year. We will have to cut spending on inpatient care and consultancy fees by 50%. Therefore, we ask doctors to refrain from committing patients and encourage home stays instead. Unless they're dying in your arms, don't book them in. Staff party. Worry not, the staff party is still on. Our recreation budget is locked away where no one can tamper. Everyone meet at Annie's bar at 8 p.m. on Friday. Alcohol, medicinal of course, and food will be free. Arrive early to grab a trainee nurse. They go quick. Oh, just real sleazy. And we get a toaster. Excellent. Oh, we will find a use for all these portable TVs and toasters and all this bullshit. And it's not the answer that you might think it is. It's not the use you might expect. And now we have one more key, so we'll hit up the exam room. It's forbidden to enter my office unaccompanied until further notice. Dr. Kaufman. Dr. Kaufman, if you're not familiar with Silent Hill 1, is the director of the hospital, and he... Ooh. Okay, so Sarah 19. We had, what, Amy 31 before? I believe we missed one, and it was probably in the staff lounge. We'll have to go back for that. It'll be a brief excursion back. Dr. Kaufman's the director of the hospital. And he's also the guy that we met earlier who went up to the second floor in the elevator. So by my count, we now have 4 organs. And the memo in the bathroom indicated that there should be 5. So we have our intestines. We have our stomach. We've got our liver. The purple thing's connected to my wristwatch. We can't actually put the lungs in yet. Because remember, the order goes heart and then lungs. So why don't we traipse on back? And I know the solution to the puzzle, but I feel obligated to go back and just show you how you kind of solve for X on this one. This is for the age before beauty puzzle upstairs. The key to that lockbox. Lucy 23. So we now have 3 ages. And that's all 3 that are available to us. Wow, that one's easier to miss than I remember. So what's left to do is to go back into the other world, and then go back to the second floor where we first encountered the locked box with the heartbeat noises coming from within. And once again, it is time for shit to pop off. A couple of observations about the nurses. I'm going to spend a lot of time running away from them. So I'll just point out they have extremely high heels, thighs for days, no actual visible face. Real quick though, we got Amy was 31, Lucy was 23, and Sarah was 19. Age before beauty. Meaning oldest to youngest. That gives us 312, 319. And we get the heart. That's our final organ. Right away coming out of here, we gotta dodge more nurses. Again, extremely high heels. That's one of the more prominent characteristics. They are literally called faceless nurses. Now, nurses as a symbolic enemy type are obviously consistent with Alessa. We already knew that from Silent Hill 1. And that's sort of an obvious connection. What's interesting here is how sexualized they are. And that may very well inform Travis's character some. That aspect of the nurses has less to do with Alessa and more to do with, I guess by process of elimination, Travis Grady, our protagonist. So there is some potential duality. Now, we don't know too much about Travis, and we won't really get to know him for a while, so I'll leave it at that for now. But as a general rule of thumb in Silent Hill, you should probably be paying attention to the characteristics of the enemies. They will inform the characters, or inform your knowledge of the characters. Oh, these big stupid glass eyes! These big fucking rare googly eyes. It's the trigger for some very interesting music. You get this like heavy industrial percussion, but this dreamlike, not all that unpleasant, like very dissonant melody. Oh, I always get confused coming out here. There we go. So obviously the death mask. This is where the eyes go. Our big, stupid, googly eyes. Oh shit. Forgot that leads to a hallway. And not the room itself that I'm going to. Hey, another portable TV. This is the penultimate room of Alchemy LHospital in Silent Hill Origins. It's been cut open. Am I sure there's nothing to be gained in here aside from this one scalpel? I guess so. I thought there was more to this room. There's one more door. That distortion effect is so powerful. Anyway, one more door left. This enemy type right now will serve as a few things. It will serve as a mini-boss for Alchemy LHospital, only to become a regular enemy type immediately after leaving. This is called a straitjacket. Looks a lot like the lying figure from Silent Hill 2. And now we can get a glimpse at a couple of things. One, this is the first Silent Hill game to have QuickTime events. Boo. Second, we knocked the shit out of that straitjacket. Because this is the first time that our fists can be used as a weapon, and our fists don't break. You can also just stun lock it all to hell. Right, I have to drop combat stance in order to do that stomp. Looks a little bit like the Flaros.
What is this? You. What was that thing? This isn't happening.
Are you okay? Sorry, did I startle you? My name is Lisa. I'm a trainee here. Are you waiting for someone?
No, I'm just... well, I'm done here. Name's Travis. Nice to meet you, Lisa.
You sure you're okay? You look a little shaken up. Sorry.
No, it's okay. To be honest, I've been a little off all day. I was in a fire last night. I think it boiled my brain a little.
The fire in the business district? How awful. I heard about that. No one knows how it got started. And that poor girl, Alessa Gillespie, to die like that.
Alessa? She died?
Yes. Sorry, did you know her?
No. But... never mind.
Well, I have to run. Dr. Kaufman wants to meet me over at Cedar Grove Sanitarium, and he'll be mad if I'm late. Maybe see you around? Take it easy, Travis.
You too, Lisa.
It's the first appearance of Lisa Garland. We're gonna meet a lot of early years versions of characters from Silent Hill 1. If you can't tell by now, this being a prequel and all. This is the proper exit to the hospital. If we had tried to go through the front door, we would have found that it was jammed or something to that effect. So this also spits us out on a different side of the street. But at least we're back in the fog world. Lisa said she was meeting Kaufman over at Cedar Grove Sanitarium, which is all the way on the east side of town. We're gonna make our way over there. We have to make a pit stop before we get there anyway at the butcher shop, which, as you can tell, is gonna be a pretty lovely place. We got an energy drink there. I know there is a weapon here. No, that's a health drink. I know that there is a goddamn weapon. Okay. So we now have straitjackets patrolling the street. Straitjackets you saw in the fight like to hug you, and they cause QTEs. They also spit acid at you, which is something that the lying figures in Silent Hill 2 also kind of did. I do not know what is up with that. Oh. this standing, straddling thing they do is a bit uncomfy. That's not what I want. I could probably use a health drink finally. So this game was once known by the much better title Silent Hill Original Sin. They opted for the generic as hell Origins instead, though. Sam Barlow has real bad luck with getting his game's subtitles changed, especially Silent Hill games. Silent Hill Shattered Memories used to be Silent Hill Cold Heart. At least that one didn't get changed to like Revelations or Rise of the Silent Hill. Oh, nope, it's not this door. I believe it's... Oh, I believe it's right around the corner here. Yeah. Facing an endless, bottomless chasm. Meathook is a pretty good new melee weapon. Man, I sort of wish there were more Silent Hill levels like this. Familiar, but spooky. This is awful. She's been cut almost in half. That was our first look at the Butcher, who is a distinct entity from Pyramid Head, and was definitely not at all derived from Silent Hill 2 and inserted into Origins. For no particularly good reason. Definitely not. Man, I had an urge to criticize that further, but then I remembered how much worse it could be, because I thought back to the Pyramid Head analog in Downpour. The Executioner? Nah, that one was much worse. Oh, that's really shameful of me. I failed that twice in one episode. I thought that was always square, the second one, so I just hit that immediately. Just hammered it. So one of my least favorite changes in Origins is fatigue. You can outrun it indefinitely without Travis getting winded. I think this is to make escapes more tense and to give enemies a better shot at actually getting to you. But it really only factors in out here on the streets when it's more annoying than anything. That's also the purpose of energy drinks, by the way. They refill your stamina. So if spooky straitjackets are getting to you, chug a Red Bull. Red Bull hard counters Silent Hill. This also, as you've seen, takes the ball from Silent Hill 4 and kind of runs with it, where there was a heavier focus on improving the combat from 3 to 4. And it comes from this common misguided critique of Silent Hills 1 through 3, where, the combat's so clunky. The game would really be much better if it had better combat. It wouldn't have been. And that critique sort of misses the point, as does the focus on actually improving it, and putting so much emphasis on it. Also, it's debatable whether or not the systems they put in place in Silent Hill 4 and here in Origins actually do make it better in any sense. Like, you'll notice things like they added a lot of screen shake. They made the controls for combat a little bit more fluid. They try to give it a heftier impact, but that was never really the point. In fact, it kind of undermines the point of it being as clunky as it was. Oh shit, we get this track soon. Next time we get more dope Yamaoka tracks. Jams. Alright, thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.